So starting at the visitor centre, the Seven Sisters Video Centre, we can see the heavily trafficked A259 with traffic waiting to turn left and right. And some substantial protective barriers in situ to protect walkers and presumably wheeling cyclists. So returning along the A259 towards the Cuckmere Inn, we get a feel for the amount of traffic actually using this section of route. Coming in the other direction, National Cycle Route 2 turns opposite. Nice view of Meander in there. And you can see the National Cycle Route 2 sign directing people along that country lane, which is also heavily trafficked, but we'll look at that another time. So currently pedestrians are able to use this raised footway beside the A259, and there's very little space waterside to be able to extend this path. If money's no object, we could cantilever off of this walkway, but that will require some substantial design intervention. The actual vegetation that's in place here is part of the fabric of the raised footway, and we are looking at the moment at a maximum 1.25 1.5 metre width to the road edge, and because it's raised, any large trucks coming past with extended mirrors may interfere with pedestrians, so there needs to be a buffer between the two. I'm just going to hold the GoPro video over the edge to demonstrate that there is little option to widen towards the river. Take in another view to the side. The Cuckmere departs the A259 at this location. There's still a drop to ground level, and this may well flood during high water inclement weather times, but there may be more of an option to be able to widen the path accordingly. I'll just squeeze past if I may. Hello? Just squeeze past, please. Thank you.
There's no space here.
I know. So again, as an example of the lack of width, and there's not that much room for even pedestrians and walkers to pass each other. So I'm just going to step inside here to let these people pass. After you.
Hey, it was worth it.
And here's a really good example of cyclists on the main route, a bus behind them and heavy traffic coming towards them. Not an ideal cycling experience by any stretch of the imagination. I'd like to think that you could get a pram down here, but I don't think so. And even wheeling a bike is going to make it difficult for people to pass. In fairness, some of this vegetation could be cut back to provide a little bit more space, but actually there isn't that much as it drops down to Riverside. The white lines, well, we need to take some detailed measurements of those to see how much width there is on the road, but I think it's unlikely that we can do much here other than looking at cantilevering one side or the other. We're now approaching the bridge and the Cookmere Inn, and we have a traffic warning sign or a cyclist warning sign. Well, thank you for that. Only experienced fit cyclists are going to want to take this section of NCN2 on. And there's a requirement to cross the road to be able to get to the other side of the bridge, I think. Let's have a look.